Alright guys, I'm back with another stage in Red Zone. We're on stage number 2 versus Luud in the GT edition. This is another one again where you can just kind of mono out your team. You know, you are facing extreme fizz and then extreme strength, so you could just fill your team out with full AGL if you wanted to save for the second phase, or you could do like a mixture between strength and AGL. It's probably not that difficult. Hence why I've gone with Goku's family with both LRUIs. We've got both Ultimate Gohans on there. We should be good here. But this one does kind of ramp up from stage number 1. I'm not gonna lie, I do have the Ultimate Red Zone guide from the GT Edition breakdown video I did. And the first phase against Luud can actually do 526k damage, which is actually the majority of our health. And then 550 on the second phase. So again, it should still be relatively easy, like nowhere near as difficult as the stages that are coming. But the damage will catch you on this one for sure. For sure. And both of our rotations right now are an absolute mess. Like they are these rotations are a big mess. Big mess. That's alright. It's alright, we can fix these. I mean, we've got, as I said, I've brought a few units to kind of cover the type advantage. This Ultimate Gohan's going to be stacking his attack, making sure he's doing loads of damage here, and then eventually loads of damage in the next phase. We're not going to be able to stack too much with the, well, probably either Ultimate Gohan, but then the tech one does have guard, considering there's only 2 phases. But, you know, that's why we've got units like this guy in here with his damage reduction, which we're not going to have fully yet, but he does greatly raise defense on super. Just such a good easy aim, man. Then we've got the Super Saiyan Gohan and Goku, which I just took purely because we could. This is literally just purely because I could bring him, or bring them. I brought them, and they have type advantage on this phase. And they're a pretty good unit. How much is this going to do with no item? Oh, the dodge, alright. Alright, it's going to do nothing. That's what it's going to do. This turn, however, yeah, this turn's actually really bad. Like this turn is terrible. I'm gonna need some additionals to come off. UI, I'm gonna need you to dodge all of them. There's one. Okay, 66k. Okay, that's another. Not bad. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. You can also actually lower on the second phase against Luud. You can actually lower his defense. So if you have any units that lower defense, you can do it. Don't forget that. You can do it. Now, I need LR UI, or the LR Strength UI, to fully take advantage here and actually dodge. While he has type advantage, he can build himself up a little bit. I brought him because I kind of just felt like using him. And he had type advantage on this phase, so I kind of brought him purely because of that. Probably not the best unit to bring. Because if he doesn't dodge, he doesn't build himself up. I thought while he has type advantage, he has the opportunity to build himself up a little bit. So I'm hoping he can do that. I mean, it's only one attack, but it's something. It's something. I really do hope you dodge. Especially if it's a super. Especially if it's a super. Ah, there we go. Okay, he's built himself up once. I need you to kind of do that a little bit quicker. I mean, we have both active skills right now. Which I'm not going to do. I mean, I might as well save them. And then you can have all of these. That way you can massively raise your defense if we do get to you. Of course, if this was in the EX portion, or if they're EZAs, the LRSSJ Force from Year 4 got their EZAs a bit earlier, this would be a hell of a lot easier right now. Not that it's difficult, but, you know, of course, with their EZAs being so good, yeah, some of these Red Zone stages will definitely be a lot easier than they currently are until they come out. But as I already said in a previous video as well, Global has a lot of advantages going into Red Zone that JP didn't have immediately. We already have quite, like, you know, a few 200% leads outside of the Year 7 LRs even before they drop tomorrow, which, once again, oh my god, he still took 70-80k on a basic. I'm so glad the next phase of this, we have type advantage with him. Now, if you're wondering why I avoided getting the super attack off of the Strength Ultimate Gohan, it's because, I mean, I hope you don't get an additional. It's so the tech one can actually get a super attack off to start building up his defense a little bit. Going into the next phase, considering Luud has... That's what I mean, the one time, okay, the one time. I mean, how often are you going to play Dokkan and be like, please don't get an additional? The one time I think I've ever said in a video, please don't get an additional, or I don't want you to get an additional. And you get one. But all the times when I'm doing videos and showcases and I'm like, this unit's rainbowed, if he gets an additional, this and this and this could happen. Never wants to do it. Can you believe it, man? Dokkan's some shit. Dokkan is some shit. All the times I've sat there in videos and showcases and gone, if you get an additional, this could happen. Oh, if you get an additional, we could beat this event. Oh, please get an additional. Nada. Nothing. Zilch. Not even a crit. The one time I think I've ever said on Dokkan, please do not get an additional. Gets an additional. Up. Up. You know, just to be safe, there's only one attack, but he's only dodged once. Just to be safe, that Whis had to be popped for strength LRUI. Like it had to. Like I'm not risking him getting clocked by a super. In fact, even with a Whis, that's still gonna do a lot of damage. So I mean, if we do get a super, and I really do hope he dodges, but still, I don't want to risk the amount of damage he could possibly take with no Whis active. But please dodge. I mean, maybe I should be saying don't dodge because then you'll do it. I mean, you actually did it. I mean, I don't know which one you were listening to, but you did it regardless. You did it regardless, and that's all I'm here for. That's all I want you to do. Dodge. Big crit. I'm not gonna lie, Androids probably actually would be a pretty good category team here, or Android / Cell Saga, because the transform in Dokkan Fest Cell would go to work against this phase of Luud. I mean, he'll be very good in the first one, but even better here. Not to mention, you have Easy A Super 17, who you can build up in the first phase, and then he can go ham in this phase. You have the Easy A LR free-to-play androids, who as a floater with their defense and supporting with defense are pretty good, and they're going to be safe here. So maybe androids might have been a shout for this one. We do still have a Whis active. I'm going to put you in slot 1, because, of course, Easy A Ultimate Gohan does have a high chance to guard. It's not guaranteed. But we do still have the Whis active, which is good. Yeah. Double digits on the basic. Typical Ultimate Gohan type things. I'm really glad the Whis is still active now. How much is it going to do? 45? Okay, that's not bad. I mean, even without the Whis, you mean, we still would have been, it would have been obviously a lot more, but it would have been okay. It would have been okay. Can we get another additional to make it super? No, okay, that's fine. You see what I'm talking about? Literally, the one time I'm like, do not do an additional. He does it. The time I'm like, oh, can we get an additional so you can super again? Doesn't do it. I mean, he did do it, but he didn't do the one I asked for. Up. You're my unit and you're being an op. Crazy. I'm actually excited for Red Zone, man. I know it's difficult and that. You know, and as I've already said, Global does have some advantages. A lot of them I can't really take advantage of because I didn't summon for said units. I didn't pull them. I don't have some of the units to go with said units. Again, I don't have Ginyu. I don't have Rakuman Goldo anyway to go with Ginyu, who's a big part of him being great in Red Zone. I mean, he's good anyway, but, you know, having Ginyu in slot 2 and then having them in slot 1 is such a great rotation. You know, I do have the androids, but I'm missing Dokkan Fest Cell. I'm also missing the 19 and Jiro, which is a massive unit to go with them. So obviously their links aren't great, which the support, massive. I do have a team in mind, but I don't know how well it's going to perform, like, against Broly and stuff. Actually, probably not against Broly, because if I can get the LR Gods, I know what team I'm running there, especially with Easy A God Goku. But, like, elsewhere, you know, I have some of the units, but I don't have the complete setups. So we're gonna have to see, but I'm excited for like Broly and Omega, man. I want to see how difficult this really is. Like, it's all well and good looking at the numbers on like paper, but I want to actually experience it and experience the fear that's gonna come with doing those stages. Do you know what I mean? I want to experience the fear of watching Broly super attack me and me clench my butt cheek so tight that, you know, whether I'm gonna survive or not. But that's another stage beaten. As I said to you, hold on to the part of it being relatively easy for as long as possible, because it's only gonna get worse. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you next video, guys, and push.